Oh my god. This fool's
Woo.
on. This is Henny Worm.
Anything that's possible. Here you go. Thank you for the Henny. All right, so we're here. We're joined by a special guest today, the one and only Mills to God. We're gonna be recapping Coachella. First of all, I love your sweater, by the way.
I love my sweater too, and I love yours.
I got the generic sweater. You got a cool sweater.
Yeah, but yours has the. Does it say Frank Ocean on the back?
Yeah.
Oh, legend. That's why I wanted to get that one. That's because
is that considered
it's
like
history?
History, vintage.
Yeah. Low key, that fool didn't even have to perform to make history. That's crazy.
Fuck that fool.
Nah, I'm like, it's because I'm like that. I'm very much like I do what I want. I don't care what people think.
So yeah, were you like you're a Frank Ocean fan?
Yeah.
I mean, you like Frank. Everybody likes Frank.
Yeah,
Ocean
I mean, of
at
course,
some
it would be
point.
better
Yeah.
though if he performed. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't. That's not why I go. I don't go for one person. I go for me because I have fun. Like, it don't matter who's performing. I'm gonna have a good time. So like, I'll see Frank when the universe wants me to see Frank, or whenever he's ready to do his shit.
Yeah, Coachella is just so there's so much besides one artist, you know.
Yeah, like I just people are like, oh, you should have seen this, and I'm like, I know I should have.
There's a lot of shit that you're like, damn, when you go and watch on YouTube or like social media, and you're like, damn, they played at that, and you didn't even know who the artist was, or like they brought a guest performer. Yeah. But you end up watching whoever you watch, and it's like, fuck, I'm already enjoying this. Like, let me enjoy this shit.
I know. That's how it be. So I got to get it out the way early then. What was your favorite set?
Favorite set of Coachella? Bad Bunny.
Yeah? Both weekends? You went both weekends, right?
Yeah. First weekend was Blink-182.
Yeah, so that was amazing.
So there was so much energy week one because it was Friday at 6 p.m. So everyone was fresh. Everyone was like right fresh off the boat, like just straight into the fucking Sahara, you know? So that one, that was like my favorite.
And they didn't headline that.
No,
that
it was. They played at like 6:30 on Friday, bro. Like
That's
at the Sahara sunset.
How crazy!
Then the Sahara was at 6:30 on Friday, so everyone had energy because it was like the festival just started. Like you're not tired from walking.
Yeah.
The energy was just so cool, and I love that first weekend. There's a lot of one that I like weekend one. Calvin Harris weekend one was one of my favorite. Like that one is like on a league of its own, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Calvin Harris was like when he was playing a lot of the stuff that he was playing. I was like, oh my god,
just hit.
This fool has so many hits that I didn't even like realize. Like, I wouldn't actively seek his music like that growing, like when he was like coming up and stuff like that. But just to know that I've heard it and damn near know it word for word, like.
Yeah, Calvin Harris is the go, bro. Like that was just
that
dope.
Was bad.
So weekend one, that one was probably one of my second favorite. Bad Bunny weekend one, I had a good time, but I think it was like I was like in the wrong section. It also depends like the people around you and like how tired you are or like where you're watching the show.
That does happen.
And then he had a fuck up with like Post Malone where the guitar that wasn't working. Like some technical difficulties.
People were saying he was being rude to him, but I didn't see no video. I don't really.
So it was.
I didn't want no spoilers.
No, they were trying to play, and then this was all speaking to him in Spanish, and Post Malone didn't respond and shit. He didn't know what he was saying. Yeah. And like they were trying it out, and it would have been a cool moment if they executed. But like, I don't know, if it was a cable that was messed up, but like he would start playing the guitar, and then it would like you wouldn't hear it, and then like the mic wasn't really connecting. Yeah. So it's not up to them. It's kind of like sometimes the machines don't work.
So that brings me up, like what I wanted to say was I noticed when I went. The sets that I would watch at the Coachella stage, like the main stage, it had a lot of technical difficulties this year. Like Pusha T, he showed up a little late, but when he was performing, like the sound would cut off, like the beats, it would get all like the staticky and like so he had to cut his set short. And then Becky G, I saw her right after him, I think it was, and her mic would cut off, so like you'd hear everything else, but then you'd see her like trying to sing, but you wouldn't hear nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, like I don't know what it was with the Coachella stage. Maybe that shit was just too gas. Like
it was too much gas. Yeah, too much it's just
gas.
And it's so much production that goes into it. Like how can you? I don't know how they do it, bro. Like the way they turn around the stage within like 20 minutes, like a whole new set.
Yeah, I was watching
dancers, fucking instruments.
Actually,
like
Jerry was
crazy,
working on the
bro.
Coachella stage. Jerry
really?
was like, Jerry was. I think he said he was helping set up the fucking Pusha T set.
Fucking Jerry fucked up.
I know. Just during the Coachella.
I didn't get to see Pusha T weekend 2. I showed up so late second weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Traffic was crazy. I know. I was watching it on the stream, bro. I was here in the house.
It made me think of when Big Sean did it last year. Like I was like, damn.
That was my favorite set of 2022.
That's two Coachellas in a row we didn't get to see Don't Like together.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then the Metro Boomin too. I know, like if you were right there with me.
It's my fault.
Next year, next Coachella, we gotta go. We gotta stay together. We watched Eladio Carrion.
Yeah,
that was sick.
That was sick. And then Anuel came out. That was
the crowd was
like
going
see,
crazy.
like I don't even know Spanish, but I just know when something sounds good. And then like feeding off the crowd too. I'm like, what am I watching? Like, oh my god! Like you could just tell, bro. Like, and then like at the Gobi too, because you don't
small tent.
Yeah, like anything could happen, bro. I was 2 for 2 on Jaden Smith appearances, like with the Teo set. And then honestly, I'll be honest, with the Willow Smith set, I cried. I cried a little bit because like when he came out, were you guys there for Willow Smith?
We saw it weekend 1. He came out weekend 1 too.
Oh, okay, cool. So see, I didn't know that because I was spoiler free.
Yeah.
He came out and then like just seeing like the love they had for each other, and I was like, that's sick.
It's so cool. Like, I'm proud of you.
About, like,
you're
the
my
shit
favorite
that
person.
Their parents are going through. Like, no disrespect to them, but like.
Not disrespect to them. Nah, Will Smith.
Keep Will Smith's name out your fucking mouth. No, but
hey, Will Smith and Jaden Smith is the first video that got me 1 million views on YouTube.
That's
so I always respect the Smith
I think
family.
Of stuff like that.
Yeah, like for me, I was like, hell yeah, fuck Jaden Smith's the homie. Like,
Jaden Smith is the GOAT.
Yeah, like, so I support them, and then we saw Willow. We were a little bit more in the back, like we saw it from far, but like. I know when they played, was it like the summer song or whatever, or the I don't know. I don't even know how the song goes. I just know I heard it like on TikTok.
It's like a blur in a little bit, but
it was fun. Then like I didn't even know she was like that badass. Where like she's all playing guitar and shit.
Screams like
fuck.
Crazy,
and then she designed her own set.
Yeah, like no, she's crazy.
She's an artist, bro. How old is she?
I don't know, but I wholeheartedly expected whip my hair back and forth, and then like when she didn't play it, I felt like I was disrespecting. I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know she was this tight." Like, her shit is dope, bro. Her set was good, and then I went to Knocked Loose right after that.
You saw Knocked Loose weekend too?
But I didn't get to be like. I was telling Izzy I was gonna be like all in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to be in a mosh pit, but I still went hard. I brought my glasses case so I could be in mosh pits, and then there was hardly any mosh pits that I got to be in. So.
Yeah, no.
Next year.
I saw the line for weekend 2. I couldn't get in there.
Yeah. It was crazy.
No, but Knocked Loose, I saw him weekend 1, bro. That shit was intense, and I went because Izzy recommended it too.
Yeah, no, they're fire.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's good, and I went to see them because I missed Turnstile, and I know I would have liked Turnstile.
Yeah, Turnstile turned up. I like how they're leaning a little more towards rock.
Yeah, I will say like because like at first. I would tell people, like, yeah, I mean, like, I wish there was more rap on the lineup this year. Because last year was, like, rap heavy. But at the same time, like, I barely even saw any of the rappers this year that they did have. Like, Lotto. I didn't even see, like, the people that are kind of, like, related to it. Like, I didn't see Kali Uchis. I think the only rappers I saw really were, like, what's his name?
Who?
The one that Anuel came out during his set. I can't pronounce
it. Eladio Carrion?
Yeah,
Eladio.
I've been drinking too much Henny to say that. So like
bro, Eladio went hard as fuck.
No, it was so good, bro. So good. But I saw Ray Shremmerd. That was one of my favorite sets too.
So I saw him weekend 1, and he was like 20 minutes late. So he only played like half a set.
For real?
Yeah. And then weekend 2, I showed up super late. Like, I regret weekend 2 going on so late. And it's not that I left late. Like, parking was insane weekend 2. I couldn't get in.
Sunday, because last year I went open to close all 3 days. This year I went open to close 2 days. But Sunday I went at like 5 so I could watch Ray Shremmerd. And I kind of regretted it, but at the same time I was like, this year I was dying, bro. Like
my
feet were so no, not even that. Like my feet were so. I think the 5th day I didn't even take water. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm like, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know if it's just my mentality or what. Like, just built different. I don't know. Like, because like I said, I didn't even recover after. Yeah. I straight up 2 days in a row went to play, like, hardcore basketball. Like, I don't know what it was.
Nah, it's the energy you feed off at Coachella, bro.
I love it, bro.
Like, my favorite thing is just walking around a sea of people.
It's honestly, like, I tell people, too, like, I'm not the type of person where my social battery drains when I'm around people. My social battery goes like this
Yeah,
around
you
people.
absorb that with people.
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Just,
and I'm done pretending like that I'm introvert and all that shit. Like, I love being at Coachella around people. I was willing, like, I was sitting at those windmill statues, like with they look like robot guys.
Yeah.
You know, and there was like a crowd next to me, and I'm smoking a blunt, and I'm just thinking, I should just pass it to these fools. Like, I don't know these people, but why not? Like, I don't know. But then I started thinking of herpes and shit, and I'm like, I don't want that. But but no, like,
It'd be like
that's
that
what I
too.
love, bro. Like, I would easily do it every day. I don't even I don't like. That's all I want out of life is just chill, smoke weed outside, and listen to music. Like, especially live. Like,
live music
it's
is so crazy.
It's
bro.
my favorite thing in the world. Last year, the best time of my life was Coachella, and then this year, the best time of my life was Coachella.
Who was your favorite 3 sets of Coachella this week?
3 sets?
Your top 3.
No order?
No order.
Okay, thank God, because it changes. But I know for sure 2 of them. Metro Boomin, that goes without saying. Like, the crowd, like, and just the songs, and like, I am a rapper, so like, of course I'm gonna love rap as much as people are gonna be like, oh, I don't know. People be like, oh, it's basic. Nah. Metro, whoever says that shit, Metro Boomin, bro. And then he brought out Offset, and like, man, I started thinking of Takeoff. Like, that was a good set. And Future is like a god to me.
Future's so good.
He's
bro.
Future. Anybody that says Future's not one of the GOATs is crazy, because from 2015 to now, he's still one of the best out, one of the top out. And like, he don't have no really weak projects. Like, that's consistency. That's on some. He could be on some Drake shit, low key.
No, he is.
And he might even get more props from Drake than Drake from like other people, you know, like people that I talk to that are like, oh, I don't really listen to Drake. They all love Future. Like, Future's like
universally loved.
Future's like,
he's got a different sound.
Even by the rappers, like underground people love Future. So Metro Boomin was up there. Wouldn't say it's my number 1. I think, okay, you know what? I think my number 1 was Chromeo.
Chromeo on Sunday.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Chromeo. Do you know who Chromeo is?
Yeah.
Bro, Chromeo. Like, I wasn't like a big fan in high school, but I remember I did a short film with Hamilton and like Alec Corral.
Yeah.
Bro, and we had like a Mama's Boy by Chromeo as one of the songs. And I just remember that song, like, out of all the classic songs that were on there, that was the one that stuck with me the most. It was like the opener. So when I saw Chromeo, it was like, it reminds me of like a modern day Hall & Oates type deal with like a bunch of different influences too, though.
Yeah, like live instruments, right?
Yeah.
I passed by the tent.
And they brought out LaRue, the
Bulletproof.
Yeah. What is it? Is that song?
Bulletproof. That singer.
Yeah.
Like, my lady told me.
Bro, she came out and it was
was.
tight. And like, what I loved about that set was, I knew. I mean, I wish I could have showed everybody that set, but I knew nobody was gonna go with me. Nobody was gonna be hitting me up. So like, I had no tether to the actual world. It was just me and Chromeo and the energy of the crowd. So like, I was dancing, I was stepping on shoes, like, and people were like, "It's all good." Like, it was the best shit. I was so happy. Chromeo. That's probably why it was my favorite, because it was like the most. It was the most free I felt in a while.
It's the best when you break off and you're by yourself.
Yeah, I live, like, what's cool about that too is then, because when I do see you guys, it's epic. Like, I so badly wanted to meet up with you.
I know.
And my phone fucking, like, the signal is horrible there.
Oh, it was so
I don't know
bad.
why it's like that, but it's just, is it because
There's too many people. It's too many people.
So it's like interferes with the.
They lower the bandwidth on the like attendees, and the only ones that have good signal are like the organizers and the police.
Oh, okay.
So in case there's any fights, any emergencies, they're able to communicate,
that
because
makes
there's
sense.
100,000 people with their phones. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Someone was it you that said to go by a speaker. The speaker towers have a good reception because they need to be broadcast to like get the signal from like the soundboard and shit.
Yeah.
So that if you stand by a speaker, you'll get good. That's why this was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like cell boosters like on the speaker
that makes fucking
towers.
sense.
That makes sense.
That
yeah.
makes fucking sense.
Yeah, so
That's
if
a
you
good
need to
tip.
send a text real quick or something, like, you go right by the speaker tower and and you get like 5 bars out of nowhere. You're like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
Game.
I think it's free game.
Free game. Free game for everybody going to Coachella.
So last year on Sunday, on weekend 2, we went to the Gobi to watch Nathaniel Cano, which is the Mexican artist, and it was at the same time Doja Cat was on the main stage. So you know how the same shit happened where it's like whoever was at that Gobi was just for this artist and like not, you know what I'm saying, like and the energy was just insane, bro. Insane. And that was my favorite set of last year. Well, that one and Big Sean. I fucking love Big Sean.
You did love. You know what's funny?
I fucking like because it was the same thing. It was like, hey, I know that song. Bro, I know that song. I know that song. I know that song. Like, he brought this artist, guest artist. It's just
I'll be honest and say it. I was truly wrong about Big Sean my whole life. Like, as long as I've known Big Sean, I've been wrong. Because I always thought, I'm not a big fan of this dude. And then when I seen him live and I realized, like, how many songs of his I actually like, I'm like, oh, I am a fan of this dude.
It sucks. It's because he grew up in that era with Drake and, like, Kendrick.
Yeah.
He's in the same class with Kendrick and Drake, like, and J. Cole.
And
like,
honestly, that's the era. That's the era where we would talk shit, bro.
Yeah, so you can't at the same time.
And now that I'm actually making music, the respect I have for everybody that makes music, is just crazy.
There's no right or wrong ways, and
Big Sean is a legend. Bro.
You gotta catch your own vibes too. Like sometimes you don't. I don't know. I feel like you also have to like attach music to like a certain moment or a certain time. Like, why do you love Chief Keef so much? Because when he was coming out and all the parties we go to, and it was Chief Keef, and we're like,
it's so funny that you say this. Because I was just talking to Izzy. We were going to the gym today. And I was telling him, like, we were listening to Saint Anger by Metallica. You know that album? And he's like, I don't know why so many people shit on this album. And I'm like, bro, this album was so hard when I was a kid. Because I was a kid and I, like, my only knowledge of Metallica was all their shit sounds good to me. So, like, but you get the cynical people, oh, it's not their old stuff. But they're just associating it with the time that they
listen to it.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, nostalgia plays a big factor, but I don't think people really listen like that. Like, people, like, you can't, you got to listen to music, bro. Like, you have to really, when you listen to a song, really listen to it. Don't go in with no preconceived or what they've done before. So, like, when I hear Saint Anger, to me, that's classic Metallica, bro.
Yeah, I used to be more of a hater back in the day, too. Like, I'd be like, I would just talk shit about artists, but without giving them a chance. Yeah. I'd be like, who wants to listen to, I don't want to hear that shit. But it's like, why I'm saying this and I haven't actually given this artist a chance, or, like, I haven't had an experience where this artist just connects to me personally. And now it's like, if someone recommends something, like, oh, listen to it, like, let me see what it's about, you know? And even if I don't fall in love with the artist right away, but like it's all like, oh, cool, and then maybe in like 2, 3, 4 years somehow this artist will come up again, and maybe I'll get attached to it. It'll happen, bro. like Big Sean.
It happens,
bro.
It happens.
And the reason I went to see Eladio, to be honest, I only knew 2 songs from this dude, the Mbappé song.
I remember you were telling me that.
But the homie Adan and Brian Sorecito, they're like, oh, Eladio this and Eladio that, and they saw him weekend 1. I didn't see it with them. Eladio was badass, this and that. And I'm like, so I gotta go see this. So like all week in between the 2 weekends, I'll listen to his music, and like I gotta go see him. And then like he fucking killed it, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And then like the people around you just singing like word for word and like fucking singing the hearts on you, like, damn, like this is bad, you know. It happens.
I still gotta think of my third favorite set. It's between Ray Shremmerd.
You say you like Gorillaz a lot too.
I did love the Gorillaz, bro. I will say, even though like my favorite is like the people that I was naming, you know what? Probably the Gorillaz. Probably Gorillaz third, because when I tell you when they ended with Clint Eastwood, I got sunshine in a bag. Like, bro, like that song to me.
The visuals too are so good, bro. With like all the fucking.
So here's a little thing people don't know. Me and Izzy. And Justino, we were doing this wrong tones thing. Like, we were trying to work on some music, and one of the things we wanted to do was we were doing a cover of that song, and we just couldn't nail it, bro. Like, we just, because like it's hard to see the finished product.
I see that.
It's hard to see to feel the finished product. That's one thing I learned making music too, is like when you record something you might not like your voice right away. Which is what I learned when I did Goodbye You. Goodbye You was the hardest song to record because I hear it finished when I write it. But so when we would do that cover, like we just did it so many times and just never had nothing finished. So like that song just like throughout my whole life has always just been a part of me. And then like I have that memory, and I was telling him that. So maybe Gorillaz third. The crowd I was part of during Ray Shremmerd is kind of what puts that over the top.
Where were you for Ray Shremmerd? Like, where were you standing?
I was honestly not close to the stage, but like I could see them, but it was just like the people I was around, like we're all doing the same dance moves and everything.
That's
like that
sick,
and
bro.
people are like, hey, you got a lighter? Like, and we're just smoking blunts together. Like, oh my god,
bro, I fucking.
And Ray Shremmerd has hella hits, bro.
Dude, hella hits,
I
bro.
ain't got no time.
Bro, I saw them at Coachella 2015, bro. Like
They did 2015.
Coachella 2015. They gave out these like Ray Shremmerd bandanas, and there was I've been wearing that bandana for a long time, and like there was that era where it was like college fucking parties and shit. So like that.
Oh,
that
and
was
you
all
played
that
football too, so you got locker room.
Fuck yeah, brother. So locker room, like I grew up on like Future, fucking all these fools, fucking Lil Wayne.
When was Lil Wayne gonna do Coachella?
That's
dog?
what I'm saying. He's never even been a guest. I think I don't think he's ever even been a guest.
And that's what I thought. Like
Nicki Minaj too, bro. She came out one year.
How can Nicki Minaj?
Nicki
not
Minaj
do it?
came out one year and she didn't even sing. All she did was like walk around the stage and people were like, "Oh my god!" And then she just walked out. Like,
bro,
what the
like,
fuck?
how
Like,
can
sing
she
a fucking
not, bro?
song.
Like,
What are
how
you
can
doing?
not? You are Nicki.
Can she be a headliner?
Nicki Minaj, easy
Easy.
headliner. Who? Okay, so like,
She has lots of hits.
who are people that you would suggest for next year's headliners? Like there's a lot, bro. There's so many different genres. Like Nicki Minaj, now that you said it, and Lil Wayne. Okay, barring them. Like,
so headliners next year.
Rage Against the Machine.
Who did I
for
say?
Sure.
Oh yeah, Rage Against the
we
Machine.
need that, bro.
They were in the Coachella 2020 lineup. So in the last two Coachellas, they featured a lot of the artists that were in the 2020 lineup that never happened.
Yeah.
So the ones that haven't came. So Calvin Harris was in that one. Fuck, I don't remember. I'm on hand. But it was So my predictions: Travis Scott, Rage Against the Machine, and Rihanna. That's my three predictions.
Bro.
Maybe Shakira, bro. Shakira will be the first female Latina to headline, and she's got hits on hits in multiple languages.
The moment
bro.
she does the waka waka,
Bro, I'm bringing a soccer ball. We're fucking.
Okay, if Shakira headlines,
Abubusela, dog.
if Shakira headlines, I'm staying with you the whole day because we're not separating.
Next year, bro, we gotta stay. We only watched that Eladio, and I didn't even. Man, it's crazy. It's because there's so much.
We were
going
supposed
on.
to watch Blackpink together too.
It happens. It's okay. We got experience different moments. You know, whatever happens.
That's
happens.
the beauty of Coachella, dog.
Yeah.
It's like it's a whole movie, and I would like to see Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
Because I've seen videos of his performances. That shit is epic.
I don't even know his music. Like
No,
recent music.
I think you would actually like him a lot.
Like I the last. To be honest, the last shit I know is like the Yonkers times.
Yeah,
like when Yonkers came out and all that.
No,
that's the last time. Like, I haven't listened to his new 2 albums. I know like he won like a bunch of awards and shit, but
No, he's
I just haven't been exposed to it. It was in that era where I kind of stopped listening to hip hop. Like
yeah.
I don't know, for a while. Just music in general. I had like a fuck for like 2-3 years. Podcasts and audiobooks, bro. Like I was driving out of town.
Well, that's
a lot.
because you were doing you were still trying to find your YouTube niche.
Yeah.
You were still trying to find that. And then you started going towards like honestly, when you think of Coachella, bro, like to me, Coachella is like the kickbacks we would go to just on steroids. Like, but like, when did you have more fun than kickbacks? Like,
it's
bro,
just you're with your friends into music,
especially you, bro, because like, that's like you're the turn up god. Fool. Like, you're just always positive. You're always having fun. So like, I just knew that. Like when you stumbled upon the Coachella like shit, and then you had been going all year, like whatever light bulb and whatever moment it was that sparked that for you. Hey, like this shit is like
it was
so
not planned.
Much, dog.
This shit was not planned. I'm unofficially just Coachella.
You're the fucking like how the Toronto Raptors had the big old raptor. Fool, that's you. You're the Coachella.
That's how Coachella's known for, like white girls and shit, and I'm like the fucking creating the Coachella content.
Bro, you get people like that aren't even from this state that just be like, I watched your shit, fool. So I know how to do
from this continent. Fool.
Yeah, I know. Not even from this country or
I
continent.
know. You know what's the only you could ask Angel.
Mm-hmm.
I have never followed no Coachella advice, dog. except for one thing. Can I just walk in with weed in my pockets? Like, and he's like, yeah, but try to hide it at least, because you never know. Like,
dude, security was so chill this year. How was your experience with security? Did they check your shit?
no, I mean, they checked my bag, obviously,
But like half-ass?
Yeah, because my bag had like, I snuck my weed in my face masks, because I always bring face masks because my allergies is suck. So,
yeah, it's terrible.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna have it, and then I had like a pack of them, so I just put my blunts and my joints in there, and like it was fine. They don't really be checking. Somebody said they got pat down though. One of my homies told me they got pat down.
It's like hit and miss, bro. Hit and miss. To be honest, the earlier you come, the chiller the security is.
Yeah, and you know.
If you go early, it's because I think the supervisors start showing up a little later.
Yeah.
Like the main heads, so they gotta like really check. But if you go early, hey, come on. And then also look at what security guard is like super chill. Mm-hmm. Like if you see a security guard, you know, like just dancing to music or just like a young guy, go to those people. If you see a fucking old lady that's looking all mean and shit, don't go there. You know, it's like
I mean.
And then also when you're walking in,
you've just never been around people.
Talk to the people like, hey, what's up? You enjoying Coachella? This and that, like. Make them feel like they're not just a fucking guy doing their job, you know, like make them feel like a human. Oh shit, what's the crazy shit?
Trust
me. Talk to the securities, be cool with them, and then they fucking let you go in with whatever.
Trust me, the hats, like the sports shit that I wear, gets me like through all kinds of shit like that. Like I got so many like security guards, like Lakers gonna take it all this year, like just right away. That's the only thing they tell me. Like they're all looking at my bag. Lakers gonna take it all this year, like not even looking in there. And I'm like, you goddamn right, bro. Like, oh man, I love sports for that reason. The instant connection.
I haven't really kept up with the NBA playoffs. I've been seeing kind of like who's been like moving. I haven't watched one game. No. I know the Suns are in the fucking semifinals.
That's how you know that you're a fucking workaholic.
It's because I had to like take a step back. Like, everything's a distraction.
Everything is.
Nothing matters. So I keep going back to like nothing.
Even the shit that we're doing.
Nothing matters. This shit that we're doing.
Even this podcast don't fucking matter.
This podcast don't matter.
It does matter.
No, the only thing that matters is like, do you have a place to? Do you have shelter? Do you have food? Is your inner family's okay? Your friends.
I tell people that's my currency.
Your inner circle. That's all you need.
My currency.
That's
is
your
love.
Needs. And then after that, everything's extra. You know, like the sports team you follow, that's extra. Even your job is extra. I mean, you're doing it because you got to pay for things. But like, you know, like as long as your family's taken care of, you got food, you got shelter. That's so everything else, you know, is like distractions.
I walk into my job like Bane with the whole, you think this gives you power over me? Like, no, fuck no. I don't have no boss. Like, I'll listen if you need me to do something. But if you don't ever come up to me and thinking you're my boss and try to disrespect me. Like, no. Like, fuck no.
I'm just going to finish your bottle, fool.
I'll take some, too. I'm going to take some right now. Get this on camera. Henny Mills and Henny One.
Fuck it. Yeah, so I just had this... And I have these, like, the craziest thoughts about just life and content. It's always like Coachella, bro. Like, I'm just walking, or like you're watching a show, you know, you're vibing to the music, whatever. But then sometimes, like, I start thinking, and I'm like, you're looking at the screen because it's a distraction. Usually, you know, people are talking to you. There's all this, but like, you know, everyone's focused on the screen, and I'm like, oh shit. That's why I got the idea for Dead's Underground. Yeah. Like all this, just watching the shows and getting inspired by the whole experience. You know,
that's part of why. Like, I don't go with people to Coachella is because like I remember I went to a after party, the Geo Jam one. It was hosted by like Nigel Houston. He's like a skateboarder.
Yeah. Where was that at?
By Bermuda Dunes.
Oh, sick.
Like, yeah, they and it was cool. Like, I left at like 6 a.m., bro. Like me and you know the homie Jason, the one that be showing up to all my shows. He's got the glasses. He's like, that's my brother. You know him.
Yeah,
You've seen him. Fucking. We left real late, but like even he was saying like, bro, like so many people keep coming up to us and they're just talking, like having conversations. I'm like, me and him, we were right next to the fucking speakers. We're front row. We're front row. And people are having conversations with us. Like, about nothing. Like, and I'm just thinking, like, what is up? Like, how you just be here, dog? Like, be here, enjoy this. This is what we're here for. You're coming here to talk to us. Like, go talk to these girls if you want to talk, dog. Like, what you talking to me? I'm not gonna fuck you.
No,
I'm not.
Hey, they were hitting on you, dog.
Maybe you don't really know.
They see that Laker tattoo. They're like, damn.
No, I have. You know what's funny is I have people come up to me about the Gemini tattoo. I had some girl. She's like, "You're Gemini," and I'm like, "Yeah." And she's showing me her tattoos, and then some other fool like interrupts, and he's like all including himself in the conversation. I'm like, bro, I probably could have fucked. Like, and you're just over here like just like including yourself. Like, this bitch don't want to talk to you. She's not talking to you. She's talking to me. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't know. Like, bro, like shit like that happens, dog. Like, and that brings me to something too. Like I love what I go to Coachella for, and I love what you go for, because you see what it truly is and the beauty of it. But like, put it this way, I saw some ladies close to like 60. You know, they're either late 60s or early 60s. I don't know if they're 60s, but non-stop selfies. I'm at a set at like 12 that starts at 12. It's damn near a 2-hour set because it's early, and it's I'm gonna just shout her out. Kershaw and the Dawn. I remember I got video over on my phone. I'm gonna tag her because I want to work with her. I wanna rap on some of those beats.
What was that, DJ? Or what?
She was doing like beats she made, I think, like mixes. Kershaw and the Dawn.
No, where you watch this?
Gobi.
At the Gobi at 12,
Yeah.
like when it first opened? Or?
Yeah, like when it opened.
That's cool.
And there was like hardly anybody there. And like, you know, like when you first get there, you're like,
Trying
to
get into it, you know,
you're
get
vibing,
into the whole show.
But like halfway through, I'm not doing that. I'm lighting up. I
know how you get, bro. I know how you get.
Yeah,
at
you've
shows.
seen it.
You support everybody.
Yeah,
like
bro,
whether it's a local artist,
bro,
local
like,
DJ, you're fucking going hard,
I was
bro.
going crazy. And I'm just like, but I'm very observant in my life. Like when it comes to people, that's why I feel like I choose good people to be in my circle, like you guys. Like, I'm very observant, and I'm watching these people, these two old ladies who are like, you know, close to 70 years old. I don't give a fuck how you dress when you're however old. I'm gonna probably dress like this when I'm 80. I don't give a fuck. Like if it looks like if it looks cool to me, that's fine.
Yeah, like do whatever the fuck you want. There are no rules. There are no rules.
But to be like for half an hour taking selfies, not watching what's going on stage, like maybe I think they were waiting for the next set, which I don't know who was the next set, but I'm having a good time. This lady's playing dope ass beats, and then she starts switching it up to like mixes that she has with like old school West Coast shit. And you know me, like the to me the best Coachella set I've ever seen to this day is still the Dre and Snoop, like because of what it means to me.
Yeah, of course.
Because of what that music is to me. And they're just nonstop. Like selfies, like okay, they're gonna get it from the first pick, like bitch, like so like, oh my god, bro, I'm dancing and doing my set and she ruins it, bro, cause she starts filming me, like this lady starts filming me, and I don't care, I'll be on your shit, but like, you're filming me not even because you're enjoying what I'm doing, you just I've seen you take like thousands of selfies right now. You just want somebody to be like, to like it. I just know. I've studied people enough my whole life, chameleoned enough in my life to know that that's exactly what they're doing. I could read body language. I could read phone language. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes
social media language.
Bro, like, I just get it. And I'm just like, she's like egging me on. She's like, and I'm just like, I looked at her and I did that, bro. I'm like, I guarantee she ain't post that shit. But I'm just like, bro, like, don't go to Coachella just to say you went to Coachella, bro. Go to bro, like, this shit is crazy. How much is Ariana Grande tickets? How much you think?
Like $500 probably.
Has
400.
Ariana Grande ever performed at Coachella?
Yeah, 2019.
And it's how much? For
like
just her by herself?
Like $300-400.
Yeah, and Coachella is what?
$400. So that's what I'm saying. Bad Bunny tickets are like $500.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Blackpink tickets.
I agree.
And he's performing all the hits. Like you're doing.
So right now, Blackpink,
Like,
they,
you're
they announced a
70, like-
tour. They announced a tour for Blackpink. I think that they're doing like 4 stadiums in the U.S. or some shit. I'm pretty sure every ticket's gonna be like $400 each.
Hey
bro.
Jason, if you listening, we going. I'm trying to fall. I'm trying to fall in love with Rose. Rose.
For me, Lisa's my
Lisa.
favorite.
No, Lisa too. Because
Lisa.
I honestly, bro, like,
Hey, Blackpink goes hard as fuck. I've been talking about, like, I saw Blackpink in 2019 at Coachella. They were at the Sahara tent.
Yeah.
Like 8 p.m. at the Sahara, bro.
but that's my thing, bro. I'm like, you are 7 years old, still trying to.
But also, who cares, bro? Who cares?
No, that's why. Like I got over it quick.
Yeah.
But
Just
I'm
let
just
them
like,
do their own shit. You do figure out your own shit.
but my thing is like, you can't be living for other people. You can't be living for no attention from other people. Like, what I want to do, I have to get attention from other people. But at the same time, I know that if I never be on that level where I perform at Coachella, I know that in my life, I'm going to end up in a career that's like this. What you guys are doing, music, I will end up there and I will be fine there. I am happy because I know people that have more listens, more followers, more streams, more anything. And that is amazing to me. Like, to each get what you got to get out of life. But me, like, you could ask artists out here, like, everybody thinks I'm the man out here. Not everybody, maybe. I know there's people that talk shit. I don't give a fuck. Talk shit. Be mad. I get people to go to shows. I know people will buy shit if I make it, merch-wise. And it's just like, bro, like, stop living for these other people. Just enjoy what is in front of you. And, like, to see, like, I noticed that a lot this year at Coachella was people were just not enjoying what's in front of them.
I got mad. I was watching, I think it was Rosalia.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know Rosalia's music. I knew a couple songs. It sucks is, like, I wish I would knew the music more, when you're watching the set. And I was with the homies. It was Brian's roommate, Suavecito's roommate.
Yeah.
He came to the Sound of the Stars when Brian and Disco and DJ Contras played. You came to that one too, right? I don't know if you know.
Which one?
The one that was like 3 DJs. It was in
The Circle.
Super cold as fuck.
It was the Circle.
It was Brian and DJ Contras.
Stage. It was a
and,
Circle.
and Disco played here in the back in the desert. It was like
Oh,
it,
yeah. No, I
It wasn't really a Desert Underground show, but it kind of was.
Once you said that, I was here.
So his roommates, there was the ones all the people were dancing there. So I went with him. He's like, "Oh, we gotta go see Rosalia." I went with them. Like, fuck it. I've never seen Rosalia. I know a couple songs. She's gonna be dope, like Latina shit. And then, like, this was turning up. He got, like, all the people around us fucking going crazy. He made my favorite clip of Coachella. I posted on Instagram. It was like, Rosalia. And he's all twerking.
I saw that one.
Like, this so fucking, like
a
Adan.
dance battle? Like the
Yeah,
dance battle
bro.
looking?
Adan shout out to that guy. That fool knows how to fucking turn up. So, we were having the best fucking time, bro. And there was, like, 3 people in front of us. I don't know them. I don't know the fuck they are. But, like, the whole time, oh, let's say that it's not all that, this and that. Oh, she's not even singing this and that. Bro. I'm like, bro, are you not like fucking watching the same thing? Like the choreography, the cinematography that the fucking video people are putting together with like the sunset and the way the camera's moving and the switching and the costume changes.
You ever felt like people have gone? You ever talk to people and feel like they went just to hate?
I mean, I don't think they go for hate. I think they go for the artists that they want to see, but like, but I know you're going for the artist you want to see, but like if you're there and you're watching this, like Rosalia, the same girl that we were watching there, I think 3 days ago on Saturday, she had 120,000 people in Mexico City like watching her show. Yeah. 120,000 people, like bro, and we were watching that at Coachella, and this was our hating on that performance. I'm like, bro, you're watching that with me, bro.
Oh my
like,
god!
I'm like, bro, this is so good, bro. And you know, but you can't like
Nah, fuck that.
No.
You can.
Also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's what you only control. It doesn't matter. You can only control what you can do.
What you can control.
You control yourself.
And that's what it is like.
And I used to be like that. So I used to be a little bit more of a hater back in the day too. So
yeah, no, I was.
I relate to that too because
I
like
grew so much, bro.
It's life happens. Life happens.
Both have grown
yeah,
so much.
I used to talk shit on Twitter. Remember, we used to make people like we used to kind of bully people on Twitter back in 2012 and shit.
My old Twitter, like
bro, the alley oops, and then girls would have.
I've seen some of my old tweets. They still exist, bro. It was savage times back then.
It was crazy. The Kali years, bro. Like, and
you mentioned the Kali,
bro. I have a Coachella 2014 picture. And I have like hashtag the Kali on my fucking shoulder. But like, what I'm saying is like we grow as humans, and maybe these people haven't got to that level where like maybe in the future they'll be more appreciative. And I think it's just an evolution and part of being human. We're all like figuring this shit as to go. It's like adults. Like we thought our parents had this shit figured out, and now when we're getting to that age, and you're like. Bro, fuck, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing, bro. Like even the politicians don't know what the fuck they're doing. The people that are fucking making the laws and the rules, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. We're all just guessing. Bro, we're all just living on this fucking planet, bro. It's crazy.
I feel like that's why me and you have been like close friends like since the beginning. Like, I don't even know if you know, dog. Like the first time I met this fool, well, not the first time, but like one of the first times I met this fool, I think he was talking about he had to move, and I was like, I'll help you move. I didn't know him like that, and I did. I spent the whole day helping him move. Me, Leo Buff, and Rigo.
Shout out to those fools.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and that's when we threw that party, the 2-story house, when the empty house party.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that shit? We threw an empty house party. Downstairs. There was a DJ upstairs. There was a DJ downstairs.
What?
So,
this fool's always been about this shit.
So 2008.
Anybody that don't give Angel his flowers, hey, you could suck my dick. This fool has been about this.
So I used to throw kickbacks and parties back in the day. So we had a 2-story house in Coachella, and then like the economy went down, all the housing crash market. So we stopped paying. Like, oh shit, like the house dropped like 150,000 in value. Like, oh, no, we're not paying anymore. So we didn't pay for like 2 years, and we didn't get kicked out. Like we weren't paying rent. For 2 fucking years, we're doing kickbacks, boom, boom. And then finally, like, after fucking millions of homes that were repossessed, we finally got a letter like, oh, you guys got to move out at this date. So we moved all the furniture, whatever. And then I told my brother, we were always doing kickbacks. And I was like, let's do a house party once it's empty, like the weekend before we have to give up the house. Like, why not? Like, just do a big old party. We invited everybody. We posted that shit all over. Like, fuck, I don't even know how we invited people. So, like, we had people from Cat City. So, we had, like, a DJ upstairs and beer pong upstairs. We had a DJ downstairs and beer pong downstairs.
B-Rye tried to perform.
There was, like, a smoking room. We had a room where, like, oh, this will be the smoking room. There was hookahs and all kinds of other shit. It was just, like, I don't know. I mean,
that was, like, the most epic shit, dog.
Like, an empty it was 7 rooms, 2 stories, no furniture, nothing.
You had little kids coming out refilling the hookah. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, he don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But no, bro, this party was crazy. But some fool got jumped. Like, I remember I was upstairs, and then, like, someone's like, Angel, these fools are fighting. I'm like, what the fuck? I go outside, and then I'm, like, going down the stairs, and there's this fool that I don't want to name. He's all bloody from his nose running up the stairs. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I was the only person that fool let in the bathroom to talk to him. And then, like, my football friend homies, because it was during the time I was going to college, so I was playing football. My football friend homies, like, split the whole thing up, and then he's like, you motherfuckers got to go out. So when I went outside, it was like all my football friends had, like, kicked out all the people that were fighting the other people. Bro, and, like, everyone was in the street, bro. Like, I swear, like, 200 people were in the street. And then, like, 10 minutes later, everyone back in the house and continued partying like nothing happened.
That's the same party where I started cutting open a beer can with my teeth to make a knife, bro. Cause like all I remember was one of my homies got jumped, and I was out there, and then I realized it was like a whole bunch of homies. So I was like, oh, I can't do shit.
Because you knew the other people on the other side. It was like some drama about some girl, you know. There's always some drama about some girl, but
that was
It was crazy. But anyway, we were always doing these parties,
you just opened up.
It's like the prequel to Desert Underground.
Yeah, like
it's the prequel.
This guy has always been the key, bro. Like this guy is like the key to like. Ever since I've met this guy, my life changed. Him, Izzy, and Alex Zamaripa and Ariana Avellanosa. You remember those? Like all those fools, bro. Like those. Like once I met all these fools, life just changed for me. And like if I never met you, and I don't even know where I'd be, bro. Like it's crazy.
And I don't even. When we went to San Francisco and shit, that shit was
everything. Like
everything,
bro,
like
just everything. Like a lot of my life is to this. You're a lot of my life. That's crazy.
I know, bro.
But I mean, like it just to me it makes sense because like I hear you talk about just anything we talk about in general, and we don't always agree on everything.
Yeah.
But like I feel like just hearing each other talk, we've never like we get it. Fool. Like
it's just weird the way everything works.
I fuck with you.
The only thing you know, Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars. That's the only thing that we don't agree on.
It's not. What do you think is better?
Wait, you said Lord of the Rings and Star Wars?
I like Lord
of the Rings. What do you like
better.
more?
It's tough.
Think about your answer before you are not allowed
no, don't think about
produce this podcast
anymore. I know. Well, see, I grew up with Star Wars.
Okay. So
now, Lord of the Rings came later, so like I have to say Star Wars is my first love.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know, but I mean,
that
Lord of the Rings is pretty.
I would say Lord of the Rings is the more technically skilled.
Are there any questions, by the way? Is there people answering questions?
I'm looking to see.
I forgot.
Every time me and you talk, it's different.
Let's answer some questions for the people that are watching live. I'm sorry we're just ranting right now, bro.
When me and you just talk, it's like it don't even.
Shit. Hey, go get us another whiskey.
I knew I should have got more Henny. I should have got
the other whiskey.
Still live or no?
Mm-hmm.
Get the other whiskey.
I know. Fuck me, bro. We're fine.
Nah, you guys are done.
No, I want more.
Shit's getting good, bro.
I know.
So how was Coachella, fool?
I honestly thought taking 2 blunts and 6 joints was gonna be enough, and to
9
to be alone for like 90% of Coachella and have 2 blunts and 6 joints rolled, thinking that was gonna be more than the 4 blunts I rolled last year. It wasn't.
I like your math.
Like to be able to smoke that much by myself and like it's like I just know that if I had the money, I'm going through like 2 ounces a day, dog.
Hey, once you're gonna have like Snoop Dogg has a guy that just rolls weed for him all day. Snoop Dogg's crazy, bro.
But that's the kind of friend I am. Is like I will have friends that can do that for me.
I can't believe that's a job.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Last time you had a lot of people on live.
It was right after Coachella, I think.
You had a lot of people.
No, but fuck it. Let me just say it while I have it in my heart. You are amazing, Angel. You are like the shit that you do for like not like Coachella. That's one thing. It's like, and to see it inspire like what you do for the artists out here, regardless of genre, is like it's crazy, bro. Because like you really are.
Basically, because I've been to Coachella and I realized the same shit, bro. It's like the shit you're watching.
You're an alien.
It's hard as fuck, bro. Like, the production makes a lot of these artist sets. Of course, the artists are fucking badass and like they have years of music and catalogs. But like, why don't people fucking give it the same chance to?
It makes people take us more serious. Because I was just having a conversation on Snapchat, with the girl, who she straight up told me she's like, when I first started following you, it was because somebody posted you. And then when you started, like, when you were posting, it was like, okay, we get it. That's what she told me. She's like, Baby's World, okay, we get it. But then she saw me live, And she's like, and ever since I seen you live, I've heard it like 100 times, and I love it, and I love you. Like,
Nice.
and I feel like shit like that is not possible without you, dog.
Nah, but I'm just trying to fucking show people that you don't need to be, like, you could throw a badass show, and it's like the people that are
That's
making
what people
music.
don't get, though. People don't get that you, like, whatever shit happens in the valley, gentrification, the shit grows. The shit grows. Your whole motive since I've known you has been just helping the Coachella Valley and the people that live here that want to make something out of themselves grow. Like, it's not nothing else, bro. Like, it's not you trying to get rich. It's not you trying to build off other people. You really are the fucking... To me, you're my president. Like, if I could vote Angel 100 times in my life, I voted one time in my life, and it was for Kanye West to be the president. I don't care. Kanye West to be the president. Plan A. Oh my goodness. I got the brown liquor. No, like, people don't understand, bro. Like, we don't get chances like that. You might not even... I don't even know, bro, because I don't ask you. I don't ask you if you're a fan of everybody you put on Desert Undergrounds. I don't ask you if you're a fan of everybody you have on the show. You're just giving people a chance. And honestly, that's the reason I wanted to drink before I came on the podcast, because I knew that I could say shit like that, bro. Like, this is shit that I really be thinking, like, you are a superhero to me. If I could have a wallet that had a picture of Angel instead of Spider-Man, I would have that shit today.
Gotta start selling wallets. Nah, bro, I appreciate it, but it's because I feel like if I could help in a certain way, like, there's no motivation for me, like money
There
wise.
is no motivation for you. You
No.
don't owe us shit. You don't owe me shit.
I'm motivated. I don't know what motivates me, but, like, I'm not doing it for the money. I know the money's gonna come one day.
I know.
Money's gonna come. We're getting closer because I'm fucking broke sometimes. But, like,
That's what people
money's
don't
gonna
understand.
come.
People see people like me and think that I'm like I'm balling or some shit. That's the one thing that hurts me a lot, even when it comes to like girls trying to date me. It's like people think I'm one thing. I live here. You think I'm really gonna live right here if I was who you probably think I am? Fuck no. I want to give back to here.
Yeah, it's
1,000%, just like you do. But I'm saying, like, bro, like, people don't understand you. Oh my god, bro.
It's so the way I see it, I appreciate everything you're saying. Just to explain, like, I help
So
people.
nonchalant for him.
No, I get it.
Because it's to him,
Because I'm
it's
not
just
doing
shit
it for
that
the
he talks
money.
about every day.
I'm not doing this shit for them. If I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be doing videos. It's that simple. If I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be doing podcasts, because fucking tile, bro, like, construction, like, I know how to do that shit. I've been doing that since I was like 11 years old. A lot of people don't even know I fucking run a towel business. That's like my shit.
Just side note, when I got divorced and shit, and then when the pandemic happened and I didn't have a job, Angel let me do tile for him. I didn't know anything I'm doing. I still don't know how to do tile, but I would do whatever this fool asked. Whatever people that didn't speak English asked of me. I tried my best because I needed money, bro. And this is just the kind of friend you are. Doesn't matter. Even if you weren't invested in this, you will always be invested in helping the people that matter. And
Amen.
And you are, bro. You deserve your flowers. I will die for you, kill for you. I'll live for you. Now I just want to say thank you.
I appreciate it, bro. Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, bro.
That's our wedding proposal. Fuck. I sat on this water. I'm all faded. It's all over my ass.
Nah, it's cool, bro. I know. I don't know. I just.
You
It's like
love music. You love the Coachella Valley, and you realize that there is talent out here. It's not about that people that are famous are more talented. Sometimes they're not, because I listen to these people.
they just have good promotion. That's it. That's all it is. The only reason you get to see or hear a new song
It's because they have the promotion.
because somebody promoted in a certain way that the algorithm or an ad or someone on a podcast or a fucking viral video, that song came into your feed. Every song you've ever listened to, you listen to it for a reason. Was it the radio? Somebody paid for the song to be on the radio. Was it on MTV? Somebody paid to be on MTV.
Sometimes
now it's like you see some shit on TikTok or trends on TikTok. I have they do these like marketing things where like they get a bunch of influencers to promote a certain song. It's like they pay them if you get 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000 views, they pay you like $100.
Yeah.
So like fucking you have thousands of people making TikToks for this one song. So then a couple of those videos goes viral, and then you hear that song into your feed, and maybe you become a fan of the artist. But it's like it's all marketing, bro. There is talent. There's talent. So like talent, you know what's talent? It's Adele. Talent is Adele.
Talent is the thing that stays once the marketing works.
Exactly. The marketing works, but there's some. I mean,
that's why I know if I ever have that one song, I'm good.
Bro, you're a fucking beast.
People,
so this is the other thing, bro.
People want to suck my cock. Oh my God. They just know. They just, bro. Like my cock's not even big, and like it's just the way I carry myself, the way I talk, the way I handle things. People know. They're like, what?
There's a question for you actually that just came up on the feed. It's for Mills.
No, if it's how big is it?
No, it's not. This is from Sil and it says, "When's the Baby's World sweater coming out?"
Baby's World sweater.
Hey, people will buy that.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. People.
I know that airbrush shit, bro. Like this is the
Yeah,
perfect.
dude.
We gotta
It's a
get you with
dope
a designer. Well, we'll talk it up. I know some.
You could
better.
design it. Fool.
I got you.
You
We'll
could
do some.
design it. I'll hook up with Familia Graphics. It's over.
Yeah, we'll do something. Just we just gotta. Everything has to be just. Let's do it. It's just like put a date. So if you want to achieve anything,
That's what I gotta realize, bro.
you just have to put a date to it because you'll never get to it.
Yeah.
I have so many projects I'm sitting on. I'm like, oh, I'll do it one day. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do this. But you don't. If you don't say Wednesday 7:30, I have to do this, you won't get it done. So you literally. That's how I'm able to achieve
100%.
posting more shit or like, oh, by this day I have to do this, and then I put
100%.
pressure on myself. For example, I made a post yesterday saying what I was gonna drop this week to challenge myself to fucking drop them, because if I don't fucking push myself to drop them, I won't drop them. Like, I post a lot, but I feel like I still don't post enough, bro. Like, I know I'm always on fucking posting all kinds of shit, bro, but trust me, bro, I have so much shit to post. It's just like when I have time, bro. And that's why I stopped watching sports. So going back to fucking earlier, I don't have, not that I don't have time to watch sports, is I choose to, instead of me watching that 3-hour game,
Because I know
I'd rather
you will
do
get
this.
invested.
I fucking love sports. Like I
know you
bro.
do.
I swear, bro. I watched maybe like 3 Charger games this year. Like that's it.
That's what's crazy.
I watched the highlights though. You know those like on NFL.
And you know
YouTube?
what's even crazier to me than that is the fact that if I hit this fool up and say, "Hey, let's go watch this Charger game," this fool would go.
Yeah.
That's how much he loves the people. Fool.
I love people, and I love sports. Like Mexico. Like the only thing I did watch, I watched a shitload of World Cup games.
How can you?
Because the World Cup every 4 years, you know.
How can you not?
But other than that, like
the greatest
NBA
championship ever played.
I didn't watch shit on NBA. Highlights only, or like I see people's like feeds and shit. But like
LeBron versus the Warriors, though.
I know, and the Suns are playing right now.
That's almost must watch.
I know. I didn't really kept up.
LeBron's the GOAT.
LeBron is the GOAT.
I used to say Kobe. LeBron's the GOAT.
Bro, LeBron's fucking beast.
He's
bro.
amazing.
He's
the
still
GOAT.
fucking putting up clutch
Anybody
numbers.
that says
bro.
he's not the GOAT, honestly, I'll listen to your argument, but to me, you're just a hater.
Bro, 20
Like,
years
because
is just
you can't-
straight fire, bro.
Like, to me, like, the fact that he can do this at the age he is already proves he's the GOAT. He might not have 6 championships. He might not have all the MVPs Jordan has. But I guarantee if Jordan was playing right now, no. Like, he would be a dog, but he would not be LeBron.
Hell no.
Fuck
And even,
no.
first of all, the MVPs, bro. He
Fuck
got robbed.
no.
LeBron
I'll tell
got,
him that to his face.
LeBron got robbed on
And I
like
don't
3
fuck with your
MVPs, bro.
shoes.
LeBron got robbed on like 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
The 2000, the D Rose
got robbed
MVP.
of an MVP.
Oh, that
Steve
too.
Nash.
Steve Nash, yeah. Nah, I don't know about that.
I know. This fool.
Steve Nash. Yeah, Steve Nash fucking... That was cool. He just...
LeBron should be.
LeBron's
but,
the GOAT.
But back to the real point. Like,
How was Coachella?
We're talking,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
we're talking about Angel being the GOAT.
Who do you want to see at Coachella next year?
Tyler, Creator.
Tyler, the Creator?
Yes.
I love Tyler the Creator,
Frank Ocean.
dude.
No, I'm not mad at Frank Ocean because I'm very much that way. Like I'm sorry. Like, even if it was Desert Underground, if I don't want to do something, you know me 100%. I'm gonna piss people off.
Yeah.
But I don't think about the other people. I have to think of me. Because, like, that's just how I am. I'm going to do Desert Underground, by the way. I'm not going to back out of that. But
So
like, when it
breaking-
came to the
breaking-
Frank Ocean shit,
so
like,
is that breaking news?
when it came to the Frank
Yes.
Ocean shit, like, yeah, I would rather see him. But then I start thinking of stuff like, I saw the post where it was like Coachella was a thing him and his brother would do all the time. Every year they would do that. And then his brother dies. And then, like, you're kind of a recluse anyway, and you do things the way you want to do it. You sell things merch wise, so where people can't even afford it, that love you, dog, like, that are poor that love you.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean does things the way he wants to do. And why would I ever, like, you don't owe me shit, fool. Just because I like your music, you don't owe me shit. I'm one of the people that made it possible for you to be up there. But that's my choice. My choice is to do that. If your choice is to spend thousands of dollars because you don't live in America or you live somewhere else and you want to spend the night out here because you want to see Frank Ocean, because Frank Ocean's going to do Coachella, an event that has, how many people would you say perform at Coachella? Like, if you, upwards of.
Like people watching or people?
No, people performing.
On a year's like around 200.
200 people performing. 200 people were
200
performing,
artists.
and you're paying thousands of dollars to see one person, but I'm sorry, then maybe you just need to find some other shit that matters, because what the fuck, dog? Michael Jackson, Prince, Tupac, they could all come back from the dead to perform for a night for however much money. I will not pay that to see him. I will not do that. If you're mad because a person who is a human being doesn't want to do that, I get it. Be disappointed. But to start saying like somebody's overrated or like you hope they die, like because of some shit like that, like then you're just a fucking like, oh my god,
I know,
your
what
mother
the
should have
fuck?
swallowed you.
That's
like
horrible.
you are a pussy. Like oh my god, I'll slap every person one by one. Fool. I mean, they could probably fuck me up. I don't know. That's how I am though. It's like I've done a lot of things in my life that have not made people happy. I've done a lot of things that people are like, why would you do that? To myself, I have felt that way. I have done a lot of things. I've choked myself. I've done a lot of stupid shit to myself. So I do not care that this motherfucker did not perform, even though that is a bucket list item for me is to see Frank Ocean. That is like something
Me
I
too.
want to do before I die.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens after this life. I don't know. I've seen a ghost, bro. I've seen a ghost. I told you about it.
Yeah.
I told you the story.
Wait, how was it? What do you mean?
I'll get into it. Like, that's a bucket list. That is one thing where if nothing happens after this, I would love to see Frank Ocean. I don't get to see Prince. That's over.
Hologram
That
Prince,
dream's
maybe?
over.
Hologram Prince?
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, hologram
but that won't be the
Prince.
same, bro.
How do you feel about like a dead person hologram performing?
I mean,
I love
just,
it.
I'm just like,
I love it.
I'm all for the thrill, but at the same time, I know that it won't be the same.
It's a good way to
like, because, bro, like,
For me, I feel like it's cool as a human experience.
Yeah, no, it
You're
is,
all
'cause
watching
I saw the Tupac.
and singing the same songs with the person, you know? Exactly.
I saw the Tupac and it was fire.
Yeah.
But
it's just cool. It's a cool concept.
yeah, but like that's the thing is like when Prince did the Super Bowl and he did Purple Rain, it was raining in real life.
Yeah.
Like you can create that with a hologram and it will still be amazing. But it won't be that.
Okay, it won't be the real thing because the
Yeah.
guy's not there. But still, what I like is not that you're not watching the person. It's about the people that are in the field.
Yeah.
We all came to see this artist, so everybody around you knows the songs.
Yeah.
The same shit. Like when are you around 50,000 people that are gonna sing Prince with you? Never.
Yeah.
The
Imagine
closest
that
I've been
moment.
was to when he died. and
That's
it
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
Rock
That
Village.
moment, whether you're watching a hologram and everyone's singing with you, that moment of you being connected to all the humans in the field, the vibrations on the fucking bass on the earth, like
No, that's
that's
still
gonna be
fire,
that's
dog.
gonna be worth it because you'll hear Prince's songs through a fucking sick production.
And if you know how much I love Prince.
So I
it's-
think that's what's cool with those experiences because yeah, maybe we're not watching the real actual person, but it's like an excuse to listen to that music with people.
It's still a part of
like,
history.
Yeah, it's so dope.
It's still historical, and like we bond over those songs.
Like 10 years from now, like a hologram show could bring that music to the next generation.
That too.
And
What
you know,
was I
like,
saying?
sorry.
What was I saying before? Like, before
I
that
don't
part?
know, bro.
Honestly.
So what's talk about your music. What you got dropping soon? What's up?
Yeah.
So the next thing I have dropping is "Bitch I Can't Go." The song is gonna be just called "I Can't Go," but cause like I don't know, like "Bitch I Can't Go." I can't play that at work, but I got clean.
It's called Can't Go.
Yeah, it's called "I Can't Go." That's the single. To me, that is the best song I've wrote so far. It's a combination of what I like about everything I've put out. It's a combination of like what I love about Baby's World and then what I love about Blur, where it's personal. You can quote the whole like if you listen to Blur, if you really listen to Blur, you can quote the whole thing as like it's like a long 2 something to 3 minute verse and you could quote the whole thing. There's no hook. And Baby's World, the main thing you quote is the hook. Where I mean the whole thing is kind of quotable in my opinion because I wrote it. So like
I know that shit word for word.
but like everybody knows the hook at least when
Yeah.
it comes to Baby's World. But Blur, like you know the little parts. He wild. You know the shit. And it's personal. Baby's World is a combination of it was just all that. It was me not being afraid to just I say bitch I can't go so many times in that song that it gets repetitive, kind of redundant. And people might see that, but at the same time, it doesn't even fucking matter. Especially if you see me do it live. If you see me do it live, like every time I say "bitch, I can't go" is like the first time you heard it. Like
it's the best, bro.
that's the way.
So those repetitive
Very
songs,
good,
yeah,
dog.
it's repetitive,
I learned
but
that from
it
George Clinton.
gets that shit stuck in your head. So like
Yeah.
you saw the one show you did at Bar's Lounge where everyone was singing the song before you even
Before I
started
even
the song.
started it.
Like that's what it
Sick.
is, and like just keep posting, bro. You're the only one that followed my advice of post. I tell that to all the artists, bro.
Yeah.
Post all your
I
shit.
know
Post your music. Post your lyrics. And you're
Let me
you
just
and
tell
you're
everybody
one of the
else.
only ones that does it.
I know that I've taken a little break from the posting of all that shit, but that's just so I can remember that I don't have to box myself in creatively, because lately I've been creating with the whole idea of my album Mania at hand. But I don't have to do that.
What's an album mania? What do you mean?
Mania, the album. It's just the album I want to go with. It's I don't want to say what it is because
okay.
like the idea is amazing, and if somebody else tries to do that shit, like we'll know. But no, it's gonna be like nothing else anybody's seen here. Well, like to me, God Complex is like nothing else anybody's ever seen here, at least in the rap genre. But fucking. What I'm trying, I don't remember what I was saying.
I did get a question for Angel actually.
Yeah.
It came from Chris Hatch, and
I do
it says,
remember what I was saying. I was just trying to be coy.
no, but it's basically just a question that says, I know this isn't your type of music, Angel, but the year that she has had this year, do you think Coachella would book Taylor Swift as a headliner next year to give her fans a fair chance to see her because of what happened with like Ticketmaster and all that stuff, you know?
So I've been saying, like, I don't know why she hasn't been either, bro. She's been like a top 5 Spotify stream artist. Like, she sells out stadiums, and Coachella's never had her. So I would like to see Taylor Swift. I know a couple songs because I still kind of edit sometimes, but like wedding movies, like wedding films, like people getting married, do a little video. And then a lot of times they request Taylor Swift songs all the time. So I'm always editing to her music. So I'm like listening to the song over and over and over, and like Father-Daughter Dance. She has this, I don't know the name of the song, but she has this one song, and it's about like a dad and Taylor Swift. I think it's a song about her dad, and like that shit just like I edited that song for like hours, so like it was just stuck in my head and shit. So I would like to see Taylor Swift. That should be cool. Like it's some shit like I'll never pay to go to a Taylor Swift concert ever in my life, but if she's at Coachella, I'm gonna watch her.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like Blackpink. I like Blackpink. I think they're badass. I'm still not gonna go to their tour. I would never, go drop $400 to do that. Yeah. But she's at Coachella or they're performing at Coachella. I'm gonna watch Blackpink. I'm already here. I already paid the $400 because I want to watch Bad Bunny. I want to watch Metro Boomin. I want to watch all these other ones. Calvin Harris. Blackpink's here. Some shit that's from fucking another continent. I will probably never see. Let me go watch that shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's just
that was why I went to see Blackpink instead of Suicide Boys.
Yeah, you could catch Suicide Boys at Rolling Loud or some shit.
I've heard
you know
more
what I'm saying?
Suicide Boys than Blackpink.
It's just like, who's gonna be a Rolling Loud? Like Blackpink will never do Rolling Loud.
Probably never.
Coachella's a great value.
It's so much value.
If people looked at it in a different way instead of like, oh, this lineup sucks.
It's so.
If they said, oh my God, there's 200
the
artists
lineup
I
don't
could
matter.
discover.
The thing is, the lineups don't suck. Well, they don't suck,
and they don't matter. The lineup don't matter.
Know the person.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think too.
Fuck. I hate people.
I do have.
I love people. I hate the way people think, bro. Like, you want to say it. You want to say it sucks because you're not going. That's what I'm thinking. Because you're not fucking going. You can't even get in.
I do have a message from Amir. From AFSAR.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Amir.
He's awesome. He says. He said, Frank Ocean isn't worthy of your bucket list. Step that bucket list up. P.S. Angel, get your vids done and
Shut up.
Shout out to that's my lawyer. Shout out to Amir.
I know who he is.
Yeah, Amir's awesome. I see him at the Coachella Valley Firebirds games every single
that
time.
dude's a legend. He's
a legend.
He bought
Frank
season tickets.
He
bought season tickets next to the penalty box so he could talk shit to the fucking people that are in the penalty
box. He's always on the Jumbotron every single time with his scarf.
And shit.
He has his scarf on and I'm there all the time across from him on the opposite side. And I have friends that have season tickets, so I see him there every single time. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I gotta go say hi to him. I gotta go introduce myself and say hi to him.
Shout out to the homie Amir, actually.
Yeah, shout out to
he's
Amir,
awesome.
dog. He's the god.
He's
the real god.
I gotta do a podcast. We gotta do a podcast soon.
Yeah.
I have a whole podcast with this dude, actually. For those that don't know, Angel and the Advocate. It's a whole separate YouTube channel. We'll be doing an episode soon. Go subscribe.
That's the podcast for the smart ones.
I just get schooled. Like this would just schools me the whole time.
That fool's brilliant, bro.
So you mentioned it earlier. You're playing at the next Desert Underground.
Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. You broke the news.
You broke the news. So
that's sorry.
You're one of the headliners at Desert Underground.
Yes.
So
yeah. So tell us. Yeah. I do have one quick follow-up question just before we get into Desert Underground. For Taylor Swift, just a quick little thing. Do you think she's more Coachella or Stagecoach?
That's a great question. Actually,
That's from Scylla.
So she's number 2.
Yeah.
In Spotify streams, number 1 is The Weeknd. Number 2 is Taylor Swift.
Whoa.
So she's so big. I feel like she's got to be Coachella because she's that big.
Should be Kanye.
She's a headliner big. You know, the fan base is insane. So she's also like that kind of person that you could say like Calvin Harris type shit that you might know a lot of her songs that you don't know. Like you don't even know that's her song.
I can definitely go ahead.
So I don't know. I would think she would be Coachella, and I could also see her as Stagecoach. You know,
Yeah.
but she's way bigger than that. You know, put her at the top.
She's massive.
She's massive, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendrick, To Pimp a Butterfly should have definitely won album of the year.
And Amir says, "Appreciate you fellas. Keep it up."
We love you.
Shout out Amir, Angel and the Advocate. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Episode coming soon.
That fool's like, wait till I see Mills. I'm gonna run his fade.
You catch him in a game of tennis.
That fool fucked me up in tennis and probably in fight.
It died?
Yeah, I think so.
Shit, it always dies. All right, Mills, entertain the crowd for the next 2 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Talk about Desert Underground because I want to hear more about what are you doing to prep for that?
I will. The only thing I will say about Desert Underground is it's not just about me. I will say it is also about the homie DJ Hiram.
All right.
Yes, I will say that much.
DJ Hiram.
DJ Hiram. It's Mills the God and DJ Hiram. That's 3 eyes.
Nice.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you're going to say?
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
Of course.
Yeah, Desert Underground.
I'll answer questions like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Desert Underground is definitely an experience.
Desert Underground is, to me, that's what all these venues should strive to have. I feel like I'll do shows anywhere because at the end of the day, the best thing I can do is perform. And I know that I have a following of people that will show up to the shows. Maybe it's people that have been there all the time. It's my close friends. But how many people can even say they're close friends be showing up like that?
To be honest, you're the artist. Look, I've had a lot of artists, bro, but like no one supports like they support you.
Yeah.
Like people literally know your songs, like not just one song, like they know like 3, 4, 5 songs, maybe the whole set, bro. Like they're singing literally every song.
So that brings me to something.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. Finish what you were gonna say.
No, just go ahead.
So that brings me to something. I don't write every day. I don't work every day creatively when it comes to making music. I could. And it probably is best.
Why don't you?
Well, here's the thing. It could be best to should. But my thing is, I know that even if I don't, I will always it's gonna sound like I know that even if I don't do it every day, just the way that I am and the way that I talk, I know that I'm sharp. And I know that when I do write something and I do record it and I do put it out, I know that it's the grail. It's the holy grail. I believe in myself that much to know, like, and I'm humble as fuck. I'm humble as fuck. But I told somebody else, I don't do this every day. Because if I put something out, it has to matter. Because I'm not ordinary. I might have 1,000 stories, but I can't remember that much of my life, bro. Like a lot of my life, I just remember the feelings that I had. I just I remember things, but I know that if I put something out, it can't just be ordinary. It can't just be like I'm gonna move on to the next thing. It has to be. The only time I've ever done something like that was Blur, and it's because I knew when I put Blur out that it's not gonna be for everybody. Like to just listen to. It's one of those things that you listen to. Like I don't hear Purple Rain every day, dog, but Purple Rain is like one of those songs when I put it on, I know that's a mindset. I know that is a mentality. That's what I want to hear at that time. Blur is like that. And when I do Blur, I wrote it to be performed because I know when someone sees that live, they're like, how is this fool doing this? And it has been like that when I perform it. I don't put out nothing to just be ordinary, and I don't just create to create because I do like to create and I am a creative person. But my shit has to matter because I fucking matter.
I get you.
I am who I say I am. I'm him. I'm not putting shit. I'm not putting shit out. I wrote a song recently where I say like, bro, like, the first line I say is, I seen my mama burnt with lit blunts. That's not a song that you put out because you think it's gonna be a hit. If I put that out, that shit better fucking stick, because I'm not just saying that the shit that I seen and the shit that made me who
real.
I am and the shit that makes me talk how I am.
It's about something you saw, something happen.
It has to fucking matter, dog. Drake don't create hundreds of songs every year. But Drake be making shit that's timeless. And I know that my shit is not at that level. Of course not yet. Of course not.
You gotta drop more music though.
I do have to drop more music.
Because you have to.
No,
like you're at
coming.
the level where you're fucking. No. You just need to drop music.
That's coming. It's coming.
Someone has a question for you too. Actually,
yeah.
They wanted to know. It's from yours truly, and it's actually, who did Mills listen to growing up?
What else? Oh, yeah,
everything, bro. Like okay, like I got Prince, Kanye, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Tupac, Outkast. But I mean, like, you got Michael Jackson, you got Bob Marley, you got Metallica, you got Brenton Wood, you got Dorothy Moore, you got Janice Williams, you got... It's just too much.
All over the board.
It's all over the board. That's what I'm saying.
What were your favorite artists growing up?
My favorite? Prince. Prince was always like, can we hear that song again? Like, I didn't know his name. I remember like, for Prince, is because I remember hearing Doves cry and being like, can we play the song that says Stone Cold again? He never says Stone Cold. It's Alone in the World, So Cold. And I heard Stone Cold, and like, if you know me, I love wrestling. So I was like, let's hear that again.
HBK, shout out to the Heartbreak Kid.
The first song I remember falling in love with was fucking Michael Jackson song that's in Free Willy.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
We're the River Jordan.
That's like, oh, I telling my grandma, can you play that song? I can't. It's the radio. Like, bro, like, but let me just finish that though. Is like, to me, I create with a purpose and an impact. I was listening. I follow advice you gave me one time where it was like, if you're gonna watch stuff, Like I still watch TV, bro. Like if it's a TV show that I really want to watch, I'll watch it. But other than that, I do watch like podcasts and people that do what I want to do, just explaining shit.
Yeah.
And Wiz Khalifa said, like, when I started making music, I didn't want to just be somebody that just made shit, bro. Like, I wanted to make songs that are like big time, bro. Like, and that's what I do. Like, so if I'm gonna say some shit that like is deeply personal and deeply affects like who I am and deeply affects my relationships, like I'm gonna at least try to make a good song like that hits people. And like when they see it, like I mostly write now, like I feel like I box myself in a little bit by doing this, and that's probably been like one of my biggest like things. But it's like I write with that in mind, like I have to do this live.
Yeah.
Like, so I do create for people in a sense, but at the same time, like, this is what I want. Is like, I'm gonna be on a stage telling you shit. So I gotta tell you everything. I'm gonna have to make it sound good. So I can't just make shit willy nilly. I love people that can. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do have to put out more music, and I do have more music. I think what holds me back too is the fact that I just think too much about the money part of it.
The money part, like in
The money part is paying for studio, buying beats, paying for the mixing and mastering, paying for the videos, paying for the props for the videos, paying for build. Like, oh my god, dog. All that shit matters, but like the thing about it too is like the thing that keeps me doing it is the fact that I can literally do this shit until my dying day. If I'm 80, if I'm 100, if I'm 50, if I'm tomorrow. If I'm tomorrow, I have an album out. I know this guy will play it for the rest of his life.
Hell
There's
yeah.
no way you just forget me.
Fuck yeah, that's just dope. I've done
And
all
it's
your
a good
music
album.
videos.
Yeah.
And it's a good album. And you were, like, when you hear my music, you were there for it.
Yeah.
You were there for the Christine. You were there for the grandma dying. You were there for the... I to be honest, I can get hoes like I easy, dog. Like the No Angel is like not even cap, dog. Like getting hoes is like, oh my god, you just gotta be confident. You just gotta like do something, and they're like, oh, he's this guy.
There is
Like,
another
he
follow.
made No Angel. He's the guy that made No Angel. He's the guy that made Baby's Road. He has like almost 3,000 followers.
I understand.
3,000 to be like 3. Oh my god.
There's another follow-up question to that actually, and it was asking if Mills could collaborate with any artist. Who would it be?
Like local or
It didn't specify in
I'll
here.
answer both. then.
Both. Answer both.
Okay. I'll answer big time first. Big time?
If you had only one collab,
Big
just
time.
one Big Ten collab,
Yeah.
Big time I'm picking Kanye
Ooh.
that's hard as fuck.
because like
The GOAT.
you like, and just hearing me talk, like, you know, Kanye will bring that shit out of me, dog. Like, he don't even gotta rap on it. He could just make the beat. I just know talking with that fool, it's a wavelength thing. Local, I mean, I've pretty much, no, I haven't worked with everybody that I want to work with. Excluding my team, honestly, oh man, there's like two, but one of them I worked with already. but it's like I want to keep working with him, and I kind of just want to say praise unto him while I have the chance to. Is the guy that I have worked with, and I'm gonna say is MCKG, Gabriel Greenskull. Like, to me, that fool is like, that's the reason I perform better when it comes to on stage presence, because like, he was the first person out here that I know that had performed out of state. Like, Gabe was at the fucking cypher when I did the cypher for Lieutenant.
I was there.
I was there too.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were there. I hear you. There, and if you watch the All In Cypher, I say, before I say I think of suicide so much, I get survivor's guilt. You hear you say, he talks about real life. You hear you.
What?
I watch it. I watch it to this day because, like, bro, like,
I gotta see that.
I have a lot of film
I wasn't
from that
gonna
day.
do the cypher. I was gonna run away, like pussy shit.
And then you fucking murdered everybody.
I murdered, bro.
Dude,
like,
one of the
with-
best ones.
With
dude.
You won.
no,
This
no,
is one.
no, not one of. With love, I say I was the best.
You were the best.
I was the
you
best.
had the whole crowd.
I
going.
stole the show. I fucking did that, and it was like everybody was great. I know everybody's verse. I watched it that many times.
Yeah.
Everybody's verse, not just mine on some fucking jerking off to my own self. Fucking I love everybody's verse, but even Billy Dell, like, I remember Billy Dell's tweet, "You did your motherfucking thing." Like, people know, bro. I did that. You could hear the fucking
the
crowd
crowd
reaction.
reaction.
In the video. You could hear
Everything,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You dropped the mask.
I fuck with everybody, bro, but when I do me, I was not thinking of shit, bro. I was gonna run away that day. I didn't want to do it. I didn't think I could be up there. I look at these people and I'm thinking, these people have followers. These people have music out on Spotify. I didn't have music on Spotify yet. These people have mad interactions on their posts. These people fuck hoes. These people do everything. I didn't think of myself that way.
Yeah.
I can be that now.
and you freaking did a better verse than everybody.
It was personal. I knew I was gonna. I think
Hey,
of
this
suicide
summer,
so much.
we're
I get
doing a-
survivor's guilt.
I know.
To think that I want to kill myself that much, that I feel guilty that I don't because people did. Like, bro, like people, it's a weird level to think of, but it's a super personal level to think of. I did that. But back to the MCKG shit, bro. Like, people that I have collabed with, he's that guy that I will sing his praise till the day I die, bro. I love that guy so much. He's so good.
He's so dope.
He's so good, bro. He's
Yeah.
so good. He has, to me, his voice, everything he does.
He's not just good, but he also works really hard.
He
Yeah,
works. He works
entrepreneur.
He posts
so hard, bro.
Yeah, he posts content, does his podcast,
So
his
hard.
music.
Did you see his
produces some
Funko
shit.
Pop that he just posted?
Yeah,
today?
Funko Pop
Clo-
channel. Hell
clothing
yeah. Clothing
line.
brand.
He's the bro.
badass. I know. Gabriel's a badass. I like
He's
this.
a badass.
For people that I have not worked with, that I want to work with, is Jalen, bro. Like, me and Jalen would make something so epic, because Jalen is a star and I am a star. Like, we would just, oh my god, we would shut shit down. Me and Jalen, like, she's like.
She's an amazing vocalist.
When it comes to her, when it comes to the shit that she releases and the music that she puts out, Jalen has that potential. She has the, like, obviously she has the look. She's a great looking person. Like, she's fine as hell. But when it comes to, like, the music, bro, like, she's so good.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous. Like, I listened to her song Nia Long like crazy, bro. Like I probably I don't know if I know it word for word, but I know it, and I tell her that, like she's somebody that I will hype up till the end. No, like when it comes to the music, and I just know that we both have that star potential. So that's another dream collaboration when it comes to local. I don't even know if did I mention the famous? Oh, I said Kanye.
Kanye the GOAT.
Fuck.
That's pretty good though.
I've been drinking, dog.
I have a couple Coachella questions too for you also.
This is a.
But yeah, they said it looks like yours truly said sounds like I asked a good question.
Yours truly. Shout out to the homie, bro.
This
Yeah.
is a podcast like
He's
the
a homie
weather,
from LA.
dog. This is crazy.
This question's coming from Chris Hatch again, and he just had one more question about headliners, and he was gonna ask one more question on your thoughts about headliners for Coachella. Do you think Rihanna would headline, or do you think she would turn it down?
Rihanna. So I feel like Rihanna's overdue. She's never performed at Coachella, bro.
I
She
feel
came
like
out in
She's
2016.
definitely the type that would turn it down.
She came out in 2016 as a guest performer for Calvin Harris. So Calvin Harris closed down on Sunday, 2016, and she came out. She came on top of the soundboard. It was pretty cool. We found love and I hope she was singing. But she's never headlined Coachella, bro, and she's so big. Like she's got hits after hits after hits.
Rihanna's like.
So right now she's gonna have a kid in the next like 4 or 5 months. And then she's got another like 7 months to prepare for Coachella. So I think she would be fucking perfect, bro. If it's not 2024, 2025. Like Rihanna's like overdue. And I know she would do something iconic, like Beyonce type shit. Like just some iconic shit, bro. Like, fuck, bro. I wish Kanye could perform again.
I know. That's
Kanye-
another bucket list.
Come back.
Kanye was supposed to be 2022.
I remember.
He dropped out.
What was the year he did the where he I don't think he performed, but he did the Sunday service.
2019.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He did it like where did he do it at? It wasn't on the actual.
Did you go in the campgrounds at all?
No.
So in the campgrounds, there's this like, so this is the craziest part.
Oh, this year?
No, 2019.
No.
So 2019, he was scheduled to be the headliner, and then they couldn't. He wanted to create like a crazy stage in the middle of the field and blah blah blah, but because of restrooms and safety and all kinds of shit, they couldn't do it. So they dropped him as a headliner
And
because
DMX came out.
he wanted to do some crazy shit, right? And then fast forward like maybe a month before Coachella, he's like, hey, he was doing the Sunday service at the time. He's like, I want to do Sunday service at Coachella, so they fucking did it. So they announced it for weekend 2. So after all the campers left on weekend 1, as soon as like that Monday when they all left, a shitload of trucks with dirt came in and they built a mountain, bro. Like it was just like they have a time lapse of all the trucks just coming in and just dropping a bunch of shit. They're like compounding the dirt, and then they put grass, and then they fucking watered it, and they made a mountain just so he could perform on top of the mountain. And then like so they had like a fence. They had a fence where it was blocked off, and then like it was the mountain where all the Sunday service people were. It was Kid Cudi and Chance the Rapper and DMX. They were all there. Like, but then like behind that mountain, there was another mountain that's already there at Coachella in the parking lot, and it was like a bunch of Sunday service people, and then like the Kardashians were there, fucking a bunch of other celebrities, like a bunch of the artists that were performing at Coachella were sitting down just watching the show, and it was just like. It was different than like his normal concerts because it was more churchy, you know, like more not as chaotic. But he sang a couple of his songs, but like he blurred out the curse words or whatever. But like it was pretty cool because it was a chorus and like church stuff.
I would have lost my mind.
It was hard to sell. The only thing is he was almost 2 hours late, and then we were fucking getting sunburned, bro. Like it was but overall, you know, Sunday service was pretty cool. Kanye's my favorite. Like
Kanye's my favorite too.
What year was Kids See Ghosts?
2019. It's the same.
That's the same.
So that night on Saturday
That's
night.
what I was gonna say.
Saturday night.
What a crazy coincidence, fool, that I would be reborn the year that Reborn drops.
The what? I don't know.
That I would be reborn the year Reborn from Kids See Ghost drops.
Reborn how?
Nah, just like getting a new chance at life.
A restart button.
It's crazy that I relate to that song so much.
2019
Kanye.
on Saturday.
Yes.
Kid Cudi was closing out the Sahara tent, bro. Like at 11. Kid Cudi. And then he brought out the beginning of the
Another
set.
bucket list.
Bro, in the beginning of the set, he came out with Kanye, the first 5 songs, bro. Kanye came out and they did Reborn. They did like I Feel Free. Like
I saw 070 Shake this year.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her that sings that.
And she said that.
So when she sang that, that was the only other time this week that I almost that was like there was 3 times I almost cried this week that weekend, and that was one of them.
That's so cool. What stage was this?
Huh? That was Coachella stage.
Really?
07, and she had Mike Dean. Mike Dean was playing guitar, dog.
Damn.
On the stage.
I missed that. That's
She
crazy.
opened.
What time was that?
She opened with Violent Crimes.
No way.
Yes, and she closed with I Feel Kind of Free. And like, bro, when she did that, oh my God, that song is perfect.
Fuck, Kanye is the best. Bro.
Kanye is the best, bro. People don't understand, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't listen to music. You don't listen. You don't make it.
Kanye's the GOAT.
Don't ever talk to me. Like, if you don't make it, don't ever.
Is there any more questions before we wrap up?
Just yours truly said I got sunburnt at Sunday service also.
Yeah, bro. He was supposed to start at 9.
Worth it.
And then he didn't start till 11. But it was worth it.
Aloe vera is fine, dog. You know what I used to take for fucking sunburn was aloe vera and fucking ibuprofen. Ibuprofen would make that shit not hurt. I wouldn't even have to put aloe vera. I would just take painkillers. I was like that.
Well, anyway, Mills, that was a great podcast, bro.
It was a great podcast. Let me say one thing before
This
we go.
camera went black, by the way.
It's all right. It overheated.
Before we go, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
The Coachella Valley, when it comes to the music, whatever genre, let me speak to the hip hop community. Let me speak to the hip hop community. We have not a valley. We have an empire. We don't have to move to LA. We don't have to move anywhere. Doing shows out of town is the goal, and that is the shit. And I applaud everybody. I applaud everybody for every big move they make, because I want to do that. Other people want to do that, and you are an inspiration to the people that want to do that. People like Amadeus, people like BC, people like Lieutenant, people like Expression, everybody, to people like Isaiah, who people might not know. All of you are an inspiration to me, because I've heard you for years before I started doing this. I just want to say to every artist that is out here, don't ever be on no weird shit with the other artists out here. Competition, sure. You don't want to get roasted on a song. You don't want to feel like... If you feel like somebody is better than you, then you're not making the type of music that you want to make. Because your music is supposed to be a reflection of you. My music is a reflection of me. I know you're not going to rap about my mom getting beat up. You're not going to rap about none of that shit. What I want to say is, if you are from the Coachella Valley and you make hip hop, whether it's gangster hip hop or it's weird hip hop or it's... If you make music from the Coachella Valley, you are from the Coachella Valley, and we are all behind you. I am behind you. I root for you. I want you to win. If you hate me, I don't care no more. I love you. I want you to win so much, because this shit is fucking hard. This shit has made me want to end my own life, bro. Like, this shit. Oh my god, bro! Like when I hear somebody don't like me, just because I'm like, and I don't even be talking my shit, that shit hurts, bro. Like I just want everybody out here to win. There is no need for no optics shit. There is no need for no extra shit. Work together, please. That's it. Just work together, please, bro.
Awesome. Fuck it. Let's work together.
We gotta work together, bro.
Hell
like
yeah, bro.
you love Angel, you be out here shouting out Angel because he's trying to put on for people. How the fuck you don't want to put on for people?
Right.
Put on for people. I'm about to put on for everybody.
You gotta help
you
people.
Send me a feature. You send me anything. I will work with you if I like it. If I don't want to work on the song that you send me, that don't mean that you suck or I'm being a fucking hater. Send me more. Whatever I like, I will work on, dog. It's a creative thing. I don't just create every day. I said that shit earlier, dog. Like, I create with a purpose. So if I do put out a verse, it's because I think it's going to be this way. But if I don't put out something, I don't mean that you can't put it out yourself or you can't put it out with somebody else. That shit is good. I will tell you, I think it's good. But this, like, I'm not just going to force nothing. Like, bro, like, my thing is, like, this Coachella Valley is so special, bro. Like, I've lived somewhere else across the country. I've drove through many different states. This Coachella Valley is like no other place. And we're amazing out here.
Hell yeah. Best way to wrap it up. Thank you for coming to the podcast, Mills. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, subscribe to my podcast channel, which is Angel Chavez Podcast Network. Go subscribe to that shit. I need to get to 1,000. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Desert Underground.
Oh yeah, Desert Underground. May 13th, we're doing our next Desert Underground. Mills is going to be one of the headliners. We got a sick lineup. It's like 19 artists on the lineup.
Nice.
Bro. It's like we're putting people from Santa Ana, from Joshua Tree, from the Coachella Valley, all different genres. Like, it's going to be a super sick event. So if you guys could come out May 13th, it's from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. So if you can only come for 2 hours, catch some early or late artists, whatever. May 13th, Desert Underground. Tomorrow we're making the official announcement. So if you're watching this, tomorrow we're going to drop the lineup, and then we'll let you guys know how to get tickets. But yeah, May 13th here in Coachella. It's going to be the first Desert Underground. It's going to be dope. You guys don't let me see.
Shout out Gucci Mart.
Shout out Gucci Mart.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bruh, if I was too faded, I'm